KOIN TV, Channel 6. News at the speed of light. For Portland, Vancouver, and the Pacific Northwest, this is NewsCenter 6 at 11.
Skiers will like this. A significant snowstorm is dumping on Mount Hood tonight. You're seeing it live here at 5,500 feet. This snowfall is the leading edge of a storm system packing more snow, rain, and strong winds arriving tonight in the Northwest.
Bring on winter. Good evening. Oregon and Washington tonight are bracing for the first major storm of the season.
We'll take you to the coast in a moment, but first let's check with 6 Next Rad and Jim Little.
Jim, have those big winds come ashore yet?
Only in the southern Oregon coast, and we're watching a low-pressure area along the coast, and let me show it to you on our satellite picture here. Here it is, right down in this area right here, and as we put this into motion, you can see this low kind of meandering. It has not moved to the north. We need to get that low up here to get the strong south to north pressure gradient in the Willamette Valley. That hasn't happened. It has brought the moisture to the mountains, and it was nice to see all of that snow in the Cascades. The low is still about 250 miles off the central Oregon coast. As that moves to the north, then I think we might see some strong winds in the Willamette Valley, perhaps as soon as tomorrow morning. Then a better chance as that low continues to move to the north during the late morning hours. And that's probably when we'll see our strongest winds. And we're still going to say the possibility of winds gusting to about 50 miles an hour. Now, that's strong indeed, but not nearly as strong as the kind of winds we can get in the Pacific Northwest. So far, most of the winds have been along the southern Oregon coast. We do have Eric Taylor at the northern Oregon coast. Eric, you seeing much wind there?
Well, a little bit. It's been on and off all night, Jim. Earlier today, we saw winds coming from the coastal range out towards the ocean. Now, as you mentioned, we're starting to feel a little bit of it coming up from the south. Earlier today, as you mentioned, that meant up to 70-mile-an-hour winds in the lower portions of the Oregon coast, and it could likely mean the same thing here. And while that first winter storm may be strong, it certainly comes as no surprise. On this night, the sleepy town of Seaside may not be so sleepy. The first winter storm is on its way, with a gusts of up to 70 miles an hour. While that might have others racing to prepare, people here, unlike the wind, remain calm.
If it gets over 70, 75, 80, you know, then we might concern the lights will go out, but, you know, you light the candles and go on. And that's kind of normal for this around here.
At the local hardware store, the storm means some modest stocking up, small supplies mainly. No one is buying plywood for the windows, at least not yet.
There's some people coming in. Today it's been just a little stream of people coming in, getting flashlights, mostly batteries and the candles and kerosene lanterns, those kind of things.
So you're not boarding up your windows, you're not stocking up on supplies or anything?
Oh, no. You know, if the electricity goes out, that's okay. We've got a fireplace, so heat's fine. Everything else will take care of itself.
While the winds aren't bringing panic, they are bringing waves, allowing surfers to ride the storm out in style. Now, we're told the winds are supposed to peak in a few hours, not too far from now, and from there it should make its way over the coastal range and into the Willamette Valley in towards you in the Portland area, Mike, by morning, around 5 o'clock.
Thanks,
I'm
Eric.
sure Jim will have more coming up.
He will, and we'll also have a crew there in the morning, so you want to check in at 5:30 for our morning report.
The mysterious disappearance of a baby girl from San Diego, whose father lives in Banks, Oregon, is now entwined in tales of satanic rituals and drugs. Tonight, we are learning much more about Crystal Anzaldi, the girl who was resurfaced after 7 years. Our Elaine Murphy has been researching a case for us. And Elaine, where is little Crystal tonight?
Well, right now she's in the hands of Puerto Rican authorities, which of course is very far from her father in Banks, Oregon, and her mother in Chico, California. It is a very bizarre case that's still unsolved. Some things a parent never gets over.
It feels like only yesterday to me that this all started.
The year was 1990. At the family home near San Diego, 14-month-old Crystal Anzaldi was sleeping in her bed. It was 7:30 in the morning.
I woke up and she was gone, and that's all I can say.
Baby Crystal was mysteriously gone.
I pray to God someone picked her up and they're taking care of her.
15 detectives were on the case, a massive manhunt. Dozens of people questioned. Authorities say they learned the little girl's mother was involved in methamphetamines.
I mean, I have, yes, I have.